So very interesting. The area is not known for platinum. I assume that was because the gold has been so high grade. This is the original California gold field, where the California Gold Rush, both in 1849, which is the well-known one, and then there was a further one later on, and then the area produced, still produces, but really produced pretty solid through the 70s.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Jared Laserson. He is the CEO of North Bay Resources. And Jared, it's good to have you along again. How are you?
Good, nice to see you, Steve.
Yeah, good to see you as well. News out from the company today talking about some work you're doing at your first gold concentrates that you've been able to produce. And we've talked about this in the past that, the whole basis of the company to start off with was to create this opportunity where you could take other feedstock and really get some cash flow going. So remind everyone a little bit about the operation itself, Jared.
Sure. Well, as you know, I got involved with North Bay a short time ago in February of this year. So we've been able to rapidly advance. The first major acquisition was the Bishop Gold Mill, which is what you're referring to. So we went with a small production model, and we have been able to acquire two projects. One was in British Columbia, an advanced project where there was a half ounce of gold at surface. But recently, very recently, as of last month, we acquired the Mount Vernon gold mine in Sierra County. So that's just to the north of where we're at with the Bishop Mill in Inyo County. And this is a developed, permitted mine, but no significant processing facilities. So really a perfect marriage of our facility at Bishop with the mine at Mount Vernon, high grade, small footprint mine. Production capacities at both facilities match up around 100 tons per day. That's the mill capacity, and then the mine capacity can do that, maybe a little bit more. So all the numbers match up. And then the real question was, does the processing, does the process really the grind, gravity, and then we also have a float circuit at the mill. But does this match up with the ore at Mount Vernon? We thought it would. Obviously, is why we moved ahead. But checking this box off is really huge for us. Producing a concentrate, and the key piece with the concentrate is actually it's coming out in gravity. So we may run a float circuit on it, but it doesn't look like that's even necessary. So yeah, I mean, short and
Yeah.
sweet, we produced a high grade concentrate.
Yeah, and you're pretty happy with the numbers that you were seeing, gold, platinum, and silver, and really platinum that hasn't really been talked about that much at this particular area that you're going to do some more work on as well.
Glad you mentioned that. So very interesting. The area is not known for platinum. I assume that was because the gold has been so high grade. This is the original California gold field, where the California Gold Rush, both in 1849, which is the well-known one, and then there was a further one later on, and then the area produced, still produces, but really produced pretty solid through the 70s. Platinum. So it is very rare to have platinum that extracts easily through gravity. So it is unique in that aspect. It's looking like the grade is coming in, let's just ballpark it at 1 to 1. So very significant amounts of platinum. One concentrate circuit actually produced greater platinum than gold. Another one less. So we'll kind of see what our final mixed concentrate is. But regardless, it's significant and has the potential, more than anything, to increase the value. Obviously, platinum at $1,000 an ounce is it would be very significant. Whether it increases the final value by 10-20% or upwards of 50%, we're very happy, and we're going to spend a lot of time in the next little bit evaluating the platinum. But the main point, again, as an operator, as a mill owner, is, can the platinum be extracted? And that's what's occurred in significant quantities. I think we got up to, in one stream, we got up to 17 ounces of platinum against 11 ounces of gold. So
Hmm.
very interesting and very exciting. And the area is not known for it. So, as part of our acquisition strategy and monetization strategy, we will continue to obviously look for platinum. It's a nice surprise. This business has a lot of potential downside, but when you get an upside break, it really makes for a nice day. From here on in, we're really back to work. We're in startup on both the mine and the mill. Test ore will come shortly, and we're just getting through a final inspection for production at the mine here. So very exciting times, and this concentration step cannot be understated in terms of extraction. That means green light. We don't see any additional technical issues in terms of the concentrate basically now, and we actually have a furnace that we've just started up at the mill. So the concentrate will now be put in the furnace and then poured off into doré bars for gold and silver, and buttons for platinum. And there's a refinery in Reno, which is near to us. Within 2 hours, we can have it at the refinery and monetize. So yeah, exciting times.
Absolutely, sounds like it. Jared, thanks so much. Good update. Good to see you as well.
Thanks, Steve. Always a pleasure.
All right, Jared Laserson, CEO of North Bay Resources.